Okay, so with the pole height adjuster split into two halves, the top half and the bottom half, first I'll show you how to rig up the bottom half. So it comes off the bottom of the loop here and goes through the pulley here. Now this pulley's been moved. It's usually attached to this fitting, but this person's attached it to here. It's really up to you where you want to put it. Conventionally it comes to here, but that doesn't really matter. So it goes down through the pulley all the way along the front of the deck. And you'll see that it actually attaches to a piece of shock cord here. Now the blue shock cord here, this is the stuff we rigged earlier for the trapeze handles, so we'll ignore that. But what the purple cord's doing is using the other pulley in this double block, and then goes back towards the rear of the boat and attaches to that fitting. So it's a short piece of shock cord here, which attaches to the pole. I call the pole downhaul. And what that means is when you push the pole out, and when this becomes longer, the pole goes out, and there's a certain amount of adjustment that it gives you there, but instead of letting the pole sky right up, it'll hit the block there and it won't let the pole go too high. What you can do is, if you don't want it to go right up to the pulley, just put a knot in it about there and put a little bobble in, and that will stop it going any further. The length of that is really dependent on the rest of your setup, and really you've got to adjust that as needs be as you learn to sail the boat more. So the other end of your pole height adjuster, the bottom end of it is here, just goes straight up the mast, secures to the pulley which is just above the spreader. Okay, and literally I've got both ends here, and it's just looped through once and it goes up and down like this. So you pull on one end and the pole goes up, and then it goes and the pole goes down, assisted by the bungee in the bottom of, or the shock cord, should I say, in the bottom of the downhaul here. The way the crew or the helm wants to adjust the height of the pole is by using this piece of rope here. Now it's just secured off in the pulley here, and it's the same both sides, so I'll rig up the other side. And it comes up through this block here. There's one for each side. So the idea is that this will just loop through the pulley here, and then you can pull either end of it. If one end's secure, you pull the other end and it pulls the pole up. Pulls this one down, so it pulls the other end up. So if we put this end through here like this, and make sure, it's up to you, but it goes under everything else, under the jib traveller, and then through there. And as long as it's secured at the other end, when you pull it, it pulls this end down and it pulls the pole up. Now on this boat as well, what they've decided to do is put a pulley here, which you can do in order to keep it roughly in line. It's really difficult when you're sailing to pull it sort of at the right angle for the cleat. So either the helm or the crew can now pull the pole to change the height of the height adjuster.